Hello, today we're going to start sitting up, loosening off the shoulders. So sit, feet hip width apart. You might want your legs slightly further away from your bottom, just to make sure you can get a nice straight back. And just loosely start by hands on your shins, finding some shoulder placement. And then slide the shoulders up to your ears. And then allow them just to drip down your back. So breathing in to lift and breathing out. Engaging the abs, just allow them to slide down like melting butter. One more. And just take your arms out in front of you and we'll reach the shoulders forward, wrap them around, and then again draw them back as if you're trying to get them to touch, all the while trying to keep your shoulders away from your ears. I like to breathe out to wrap them behind. For me, that's almost the hardest part of the movement. And I could feel myself sinking lower, so thinking, drawing in the abs, allowing the shoulder blades, the scapula to move independently. So trying to keep my arms as straight as possible, but not locking the elbows. One more, breathing in to reach and breathing out, pull things back. And arms out into a T. Flex, I was going to say flex and point, but you know what I mean. So we're flexing down, extending up. And again, keep the shoulders nice and relaxed. And then keep in that palms away position. And let's just imagine we're polishing some windows, keeping the upper shoulders away from the neck and the ears, and reverse the direction. Keeping the abs engaged, keeping the big scapula wide. And then just curl forward, backs of the palms together, and sit tall and open. So curling forward, sitting tall and open. And again. And one more. This time as you open, take yourself back into a little half roll back and curling forward. So you're sending your tailbone away, curling your pubic bone towards you as you go back. So you're warming up the lumbar spine, just a different way. Similar to the pelvic tilts, fairly fluid. And let's rotate, so just gradually sweep and sweep. So nothing big. So you're sitting nice and tall and relaxed to start with. Actually, imagine you're doing one of those nice canoes. Slow kayaking. That sounds quite nice right now. Allowing the back to move. And release. And again, forward in the butterfly arms. Roll it back a little bit lower. And forward. Sit up, then lower it back. And forward. Sit up and lower it back and take yourself all the way down to the mat. If you want a head block for the class, make sure it's not there for the moment because we're going to do some pelvic tilts to finish warming up. So give your neck some length, arms by your side, feet hip width apart again, peeling off as you breathe in, curling that pubic bone towards you. Breath in to hold, and breathing out, soften through the chest, keeping the pubic bone curled as much as possible to the last moment, and return. Keeping shoulders wide, breathing out, soften through the chest. You're piping your back, your spine down onto the mat. And you can take your arms up with you. Do that lovely protraction to breathe in, breathe out. Peeling down, and let's circle the arms around. Peeling off, keeping that pubic bone curled up, breathing in, breathing out. Soften through the chest, melt down onto the mat, and then allow the arms to circle around. One more time, breathing out, peeling up. Breath in, breath out, peeling down. And then hands behind your head as we breathe out to curl up and release. Seeing how high you can go, keeping the pubic bone down, the tailbone down. Two more. Keep it up there. Lift one leg into tabletop, then the other, and then hold it there just to tap the toes down and up. 5, 4, keeping those abs scooped in and up. 3, and 2, and 1. Feet down, back to hip width, and back down, curling up. And 2, as high as you can, and 1. Legs up into tabletop, glue them together, curling forward higher, and extend, and change, and change, and change. Keep curling forward as we do our single leg stretch. Focus on the back of the leg, so squeezing the bum to extend the leg. And 5, and 4, keep curling up, and 3, and 2, and 1. If you need to, hug your knees back into your chest for a little rest. From there, nod your head, curl forward. Extend the legs up to the ceiling and we will scissor. 10, 9, 8. Again, focusing on the back of your legs. 6, and 5. Keep curling up. And 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. If you can, stay here and we'll breathe in. 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, in. 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, in. Out. In. Out. Keep curling forward. You can have your legs on the ground or in tabletop. Hand behind the head if you find any pressure. Breathing in. 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 2, 3, 4, 5, in. 2, 3, 4, 5, out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5. And then hug your knees in. Then roll over onto your side. Head block slightly behind you. Hip over hip, knee over knee. Shoulder drawn down, lengthen the top waist. We'll do our lovely chest opener, but using arm circles. So 5 in each direction, watching your arm as it goes behind you, rotating the ribs, allowing your back to open, keeping the knees together. Last time. And then reverse the direction. Sweep across the body, round and back. And 3. I like turning my palm to the ceiling as it comes overhead or over my body. And then last time, rotate the ribs, watch the arm. And then shuffle the knees back and the feet back in line with your bum. Elongate the arm underneath arm if you can, ready for shell. So 10, 9, breathing out. Keeping the abs engaged. And 4, not rocking back. And 3, and 2, and 1. Lift it up to hip height. Same thing. 10, 9, 8, 7. Keep shoulders relaxed. And 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Extend both legs away. Take them slightly in front of you. Double leg lift. So lift and hover. And down. Lifting the underneath waist so you're not sinking into the mat. Doesn't have to be a really high lift. And 4 more. And breathing out. And 2. And 1. Then you can hover and hold. And let's try and scissor the legs here. Trying to keep your balance. If you need to, of course, do have a little hand in front. Think about pointing the feet, lengthening away. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then bend the knees. If you want to come onto your elbow or forearm, underneath legs slightly further away, hand behind the head, lift the underneath waist, 2 kicks forward, squeeze the bottom to take it back, side kick and squeeze, kick, kick and squeeze, kick, kick and squeeze, kick, kick and squeeze. So I'm working hard to keep my upper body nice and as stable as possible. A little bit of rocking going on. Engaging the abs. Final time. And down. I'm going to roll over onto my front. Arms out, ready for cobra, so you can separate your legs ever so slightly. Breathing out, draw the shoulder blades down, squeeze the bottom. Squeeze the bottom, think lifting the heart, and you can lengthen the arms if you're happy to. And then bend the elbows. Relax, draw the shoulder blades down, squeeze the bottom. Think lifting through the abs, squeezing the bottom, shoulders dripping down like melting butter. Breathing out, engaged, squeeze and lift and lengthen. And again, drawing down, squeezing, lifting, lengthening. So imagine holding an orange underneath your chin. One more. Lifting. And then coming down. Squeeze the bottom to allow the legs to lift. And then rock up. Keeping that bum squeeze the whole time. The abs are scooping in and up. Really trying to lengthen my legs away. Get a little bit of bend in my knee, which I'm trying to stop. One more. Hold it up there. Breathe in. And breathe out, place yourself down. Squeeze the bum, lift the legs, turn them out even more, flex the feet and beat for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs down. Stay wide, sit back into a child pose. And from there, scooting over to do the other side. So chest opening to start with. I'll turn around so I can see you better. So find that nice side placement. And we'll just scoot the arm round, rotating. Keeping the shoulders away from the ears, rotating the ribs, using your breath. Trying to keep your hips and knees in the same place. Finding that lovely opening through the upper body. And then reverse the direction. So perhaps breathe in and breathe out. And 3. And 2. And 1. And bending the knees. So your heels are in line with your bottom, still stretching the top side away. We'll do our shell, so breathing out for 10. Not rocking back, keeping the feet together and keeping the underneath waist drawing up away from the mat to get the obliques engaged, supporting your back. Shoulders nice and wide, dripping down your back. And externally rotating in the hip joint. And 9. And 10, and lifting to hip height for 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, so it's not very big, 2, and 1. Extend both legs away. You might bring them just slightly in front of you. And then breathing out to lift and hover. Breathing in, place yourself down. Breathing out, lift and hover. And I'm looking at the floor to avoid any tension in my neck. And lift. I'm trying not to banana in the middle. So I'm trying to keep my underneath waist drawing away from the mat when I'm lifting as much as when I'm lying down. Trying to keep stable and not rock forward and backwards. And 3 more. And breathing out. Final time, lift. Keep those legs lifted. And we'll scissor. keeping the legs parallel, inner thighs facing each other. Nearly there, and 2, and 1, oh, wobbly a bit, and then coming on your side kick, coming up onto your forearm if you can, long underneath leg, hand behind the head, body reaching away, top leg to hip height flex, 2 kicks forward, squeeze the bum to send it behind, kick, kick, and behind, kick, kick, and behind, kick, kick, and behind, kick, kick, and behind, 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 and last time. Lovely, then sit back into the child pose again, just to release off any tension. Then from there, come to sitting on your side, cross the back leg, top leg over the underneath leg, stretch the arm away, and we'll do some side plank. So send your body away over your arm to the ceiling, overhead, squeezing the inner thighs together, hinge up, little pike, as you rotate underneath, and down, and up, arm overhead, arm to the ceiling, pike up and rotate, arm to the ceiling, and down. One more, arm up, arm over, up, pike and rotate, uncurl, and down. Hands and knees. Find a nice plank position, ready to do front pull forward and back. Lifting one leg, rocking forward and back. Just doing one set. Lift, forward and back. And down. Then you can rock over onto the other side. I'm going to turn around so I can see you. Underneath leg, under the top leg. Arm away. Think sending your body up to and onto the ceiling. Overhead, back, pike up and through, up and down, up, arm over, inner thighs glued together, pike up and rotate, unpeel and down, and one more, up, over, up, pike and rotate, unpeel and down. And roll over onto your back. We will do our back planks, a little bit of around the world. So arms underneath the shoulders, lifting the chest, pressing into your heels, squeezing the bum, allowing your head to be in line with your spine. And sit down. And again, up. If you're happy to, again, 3, scissoring of the legs, squeezing the bottom on that changeover. And down. One final set for luck. Get the old triceps working, squeeze the bum, lift and lower for 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. And sitting down. And you can lie down. Ready for the bridge again, focusing on the back of the body, narrowing at the greater trochanter area, lifting in one long line and down. So breathing out to lift, really squeezing the bum and hamstrings and down. Keeping the shoulders wide and down. It's quite an advanced session at the moment. So I'm not giving you any alternatives today. Breathing out to lift. And then unpeel a leg. 3, 2, 1. Down and change. Squeeze and lift. No dropping of the pelvis. Full placement, aiming for full control. Really long leg behind the knee. One more like this, unpeeling. So I'm just lowering to knee height and lifting again. And again, lift. And extend the leg away, lift it to the ceiling, bum down. So little round the whirls, lift. Extend the leg away, lift to the ceiling, bum down. Other leg, lift, extend away, lift, down, down, lift, extend, lift, bum, down, lift, extend, lift, bum, down. One more, lift, extend, up, bum down, foot down. Okay, we're going to go onto the shoulder bridging. So roll yourself up onto your shoulder blades and make sure you can feel and move your leg. Extend the legs, turn them out. You're hinging into your hands and you're scissoring. Scissor. Hey. There we go. And scissor, helicopter around, keeping the legs as straight as you can the whole time. And scissor, helicopter around, and scissor, helicopter around. And scissor, helicopter around. Legs up, final thing, bicycle, so dropping a knee and bending and extending. Nice and slow and controlled. And then reverse the direction, flexing the feet. Keeping the abs engaged, keeping the shoulders relaxed. Find the length in the back of the knee. I find this one really difficult to control. And legs up to the ceiling. Bend the knees. Nod the head forward and roll up to find your balance point. And let's do rolling like a ball straight away. Curling up for balance. So elbows wide. If you can, knees together, feet together, but you can have your legs, knees slightly apart. And final time. And then extend the legs. We'll do butterfly. So cross, 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 rolling back. Cross, 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 rolling up, boomerang. Got butterflies on the brain. That's because of butterfly arms. Cross, 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 rolling down, lifting up, putting everything together that we've done. Finding that balance point. Cross, cross, cross. Forward, back. Rolling over. Cross, cross, cross. And rolling it down. One final balance. Then I'll allow you just to lie back. Hug your knees in. And extend one leg along the floor. Other leg to the ceiling. And we'll do single leg circles. So stirring paint in the hip joint, keeping the body as straight and as still as you can. You can take your arms nice and wide, relaxing the shoulders and reverse the direction. One more. One more for me. And then exchange leg time. And circling, stirring paint. Trying again to keep the body as still as possible. Getting as perfect a circle as possible is a hard thing, and reversing the direction. And breathing. And then from there I'm just going to hug my knee into my chest, draw it across the body and look away. Just getting a lovely stretch to finish off with. And then reverse sides. So draw the other knee into your chest. Draw it across your body and look away. Hopefully feeling a stretch through the glute. So you can bring it in higher if you need to and further across. Allow it to be as heavy as you can. And then from there, roll over onto your sides. Come to sitting nice and tall as we did at the start. So take your feet to where they're comfy and we'll finish off with our pulling straps. So I should turn around to look at you better. So draw the shoulders back, turn the palms to the ceiling and extending the back as the elbows come behind you and then draw in front. So imagine you're pulling something really strong in the spring department. And then you're allowing it to draw you back to straight arms. You're pulling back so you're getting full extension in the back. Some work through the arms. And again, drawing in. Lifting the heart, pulling back. Final time, draw it in. Pull it back. And let's finish again. Hands on the shins. Just take the shoulders up to the ears. Allow them to drip down. Find their rightful place. And again, breathing in. Breathing out. One more time, breathing in. And breathing out. And you've done again. Well done, that was a toughie. I'll see you soon.